I'm Julie Francis, archaeologist with the Wyoming Department of Transportation. Yellowstone and its geology played a very important role in the spiritual and religious beliefs of a lot of people. The Yellowstone Plateau is perched across the Continental Divide, and it straddles what early anthropologists defined as three major culture areas. These include the Columbia Plateau, the Great Plains, and the Great Basin. Many tribes believed that supernatural beings resided in some places within the park.
Well, we do currently have 26 tribes that are formally associated with Yellowstone, and for a lot of them they have absolutely spiritual connections to thermal areas and elsewhere throughout the park as well.
The geysers and the mud volcanoes were seen as portals to the supernatural world and were used by many different groups for fasting and for vision questing. The Crow used the park area extensively and considered it part of their homeland. They used the area for hunting, they used it for gathering plants, as well as various minerals that might have been used in pigments and paints. They still retain place names for locations within the park. The Kiowa, who now reside in Oklahoma, part of their origin myth is that their people were essentially created and born somewhere in the mountains immediately to the north of Yellowstone. Thus, Yellowstone National Park and the surrounding area figures very prominently in their cultural identity. The Nez Perce used to hunt buffalo on the east side of the Bitterroot Mountains in Montana, and were very familiar with this area even before the 1877 Nez Perce War. The Bannocks also hunted in this area. The Blackfeet also traveled through the park on many of their raids throughout western Wyoming and this area. The Salish-speaking Flathead and Pindarai also came into this area for hunting and other uses. The Eastern Shoshone, what we now also think of as the Wind River Shoshone, considered this part of their Aboriginal land claims. They led military expeditions through the park on well-worn and used Indian trails and had intimate knowledge of the geography and resources of the region. The Shoshone consisted of autonomous bands, politically autonomous bands, that were often named by the principal food resource. So hence in the mountains here, with the abundant evidence of sheep trapping, we have the sheep eaters. Over in the Idaho area, we have salmon eaters using the vast salmon resources of the Snake. There were the root diggers, as well as the buffalo eaters, who were more adapted to a plains lifeway. The only permanent residents that we can identify are the mountain Shoshone, or also known as the sheep eaters. In fact, the sheep eaters were extremely sophisticated hunters of mountain sheep, highly skilled flint knappers. Ancestors of the Shoshone, including the sheep eaters, created some of the most complex rock art that we know, not only in this region but in the world. It's known as the Dinwiddie tradition, and it's found in areas surrounding Yellowstone Park.